What's up, Zach? How are you?
Dude, what's going on, man? What the fuck, dude? Hey, man, we just got done blasting your cover of Night of the Vampire, dude. I fucking love
Hell yeah,
track, man.
Dude, that's crazy, because I was thinking about that song on the way home, too. That's weird.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, man.
So I noticed you bought that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes, Bandcamp, dude. Fucking, you had that shit on there. I was like, man, fuck, dude. I gotta get this shit, man. Yeah.
Did you hear that cover of the electronic cover of London Dungeon?
Yes, actually, I was about to play that, but you said you were home, so I'll wait till after the interview, man.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for doing this with me, man. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all your commitment, your hard work, and everything that you've been doing for me. It's really much appreciated.
Of course, brother. Of course. Hey, man, that's what we do, dude. Fucking,
hell yeah.
We got to watch each other's backs, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So tell us, man, give us a rundown of Plaguewielder, like a brief history, I guess, history lesson. How did you guys
lesson?
Yeah. How did you get started? How long you been doing this?
Man, I've been playing guitar and singing since I've been 11 and writing lyrics since before that. And I've always been in, I was always in choir. I was like a drama kid. As lame as that is, it actually really comes in handy when you have to perform. But I've been in bands since I was my first band was called Shatterglass, and we recorded a 3-song demo when I was 11. And it wasn't bad, honestly. But yeah, I've been playing shit since I was 16. I formed Plaguewielder in probably 2014. I kind of just got that name looking through the internet, you know what I mean, and stumbling upon Dark Throne and kind of getting into them at the time, and I just picked that as kind of a working title for a band name, just for things that I was recording on Pro Tools at the time. It was
that's right. That's a Dark Throne record. Yeah. Yeah, it's
a Dark Throne record. But I mean, I'm not. I love Dark Throne. I'm not really huge into them. Don't worship or anything, but definitely respect it. Definitely listen to them. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a cool name that I found. Like it or leave it. You know what I mean? There's really hard to get an original band name nowadays. But I started Plaguewielder in 2014. I was on tour with my old band Horse Drawn Death Machine with another band that I'm really good friends with, Dr. Smoke. I started Plaguewielder in Delaware with the drummer from Dr. Smoke, Cody Cook, and I started writing songs. Initially, man, honestly, Plaguewielder was going to have a chick singer and kind of be like a Windhand kind of vibe, like a Stoner Doom Sludge type deal.
Yeah.
But we jammed once like that. That was going to be the original incantation of the band, and then I just was like, you know what, I'm going to write everything, and I'm going to sing, and because I've been doing that for so long, playing guitar and singing at the same time. So yeah, we put out our first album 2015. Didn't really waste any time. Started doing small runs, weekend runs, couple a week run here and there, and we've just been pushing it since then, man. You know what I mean? It's been me. Plaguewielder is my band, my baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
So I write everything, I produce and record everything myself, and I just send it off to one of my good friends who's now my drummer, Chris Vergages. He's in another band called Wide Eyes. They're like a progressive genty type band, but dude is so talented. Mixes and masters everything. He mixed and mastered the new album in Dust and Ash, and I'm pretty sure you've listened to that, hopefully.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And yeah, man, we're just kicking it, you know what I mean, just till the wheels fall off type deal.
It's fucking badass, dude. Hell yeah, that's so cool that you do everything yourself too, man. I love that, dude. Yeah, I was looking at your fucking Metal Archives fucking listing on there, dude. You got quite the resume, man. So that's really cool, dude.
You mean albums and EPs and such like that?
I don't even know if you've seen it, man. Fucking, I know people get on there, they'll just put all your shit on there, but it's cool, dude.
Yeah, man, I've been at it, and I haven't, no compromises, just doing it. Don't really care what anybody thinks. If you like it, cool. If you don't, cool. I'm going to keep doing it either way. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I know when you first hit me up about PR in the email a while back, man, I went and checked you out on Bandcamp, and that was the first thing that drew me to you was the fucking Bound to the Chain fucking EP, man, where you're doing all those covers. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, dude, we've done a lot of covers, man. We have a G.G. Allen cover of Bite It You Scum. We used to play that live.
Hell
and
yeah.
It was always cool. It was always cool when, like, one person in the crowd knew what it was. And you're like, yeah, that's cool, man. Trying to get them, but, you know.
Is that on Bandcamp, too?
Yes, it's on Bandcamp. It's on our EP, Suffering from Self-Inflicted Wounds, which came out in 2018.
Oh, shit.
There's also...
I'm going to have to buy that, too, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's real cheap. I think it's real cheap digital download. I actually have CDs of it still, and we just put out new T-shirts as well, if anybody is so inclined to buy new merch. Yeah. I forget what I was going to say, buddy.
We were talking about doing covers.
Oh, yeah, doing covers. On that EP as well, there is a Leadbelly cover of Where'd You Sleep Last Night? There's a...
Love that song, man. In the Pans.
Yeah, it's like an acoustic song.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I play acoustic and I like sing in like this, like kind of like this, like Peruvian throat chant style, real eerie and creepy. I have on our EP from 2023, Burning Death, I have a Turbo Negro cover on there, a Denim Demon. And I have a Nirvana cover of Territorial Pissings from Nevermind.
Yeah. Man, that's one of my favorite songs on that record, dude. On Nevermind, dude, man. Yeah.
That record's real weird because like the first part of it is super like commercial and it's really good. And I love all those songs. Don't give a shit. And the B-side of that record is just a straight-up punk record. Mm-hmm. Like, Breed. I was doing a cover of Breed, and I never finished it, but I'm going to have to finish the vocals on it. I was trying to do it, and I was just like, man, I ain't feeling this. You know what I mean? I got to figure it out. I've been sleeping on that for a couple years. But, man, and then we did those Misfits covers. Misfits covers, punk rock covers are always fun.
Love
super
Misfits,
easy.
Man.
Yeah, I'm a big Slipknot guy, too. Regardless of what people say in this kind of scene.
No, fuck
you know
that
what I mean?
shit, man. I listen to all of it, dude. I like all of it, dude.
Yeah. Dude, so I'm real into like Murder Dolls and obviously like horror punk, like the Misfits and stuff like that. So we did 1976-66. I always wanted to do one of those songs. And we did, like you said, Night of the Vampire, which is just like perfect. Dude, it took me a month to get that all together. To record all those songs. My guitar player did the album cover, and that album cover is me on the ground with my girlfriend and her foot on my back with me on an actual chain. I'll have to send you the reference photo, but my guitar player is a tattooer, and he's been tattooing a really long time. And he drew this cover in Procreate like over our reference photo. Absolutely hilarious.
That's badass.
Like, so cool, dude. Like, he made her look like she's like Death Leprosy, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and my body's pink and like sex get up like BDSM shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the way that I feel about it is like, I've been getting shit for like the colors that we've been using. Like, oh yeah, you guys use colors now. What's with the neon shit?
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
Why not?
It's like, yeah, and it's like, dude, I've been doing the black and white thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've been doing the black and white shirts, and I've been sticking to the status quo, and the status quo is bullshit, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, black and white's cool, but color's cool too, man. You know, like, it's variety, dude. Like, it's nothing.
Well, that's what you get. That's what you get in black metal, dude. Why are you guys using colors? I'm like, yeah, if it's not red, then you know what I mean? Like,
fucking. There's always going to be somebody fucking complaining about some shit, man.
Peanut gallery, dude.
Right.
That's all it is.
Well, yeah, man, fucking Night of the Vampire, dude, like, fucking Rocky Erickson, dude, man, like,
yeah.
I don't never hear anybody fucking talk about that, hardly ever, man, like, only a select few people I know about that shit. I'm like, dude, anytime, yeah, I mean, that's just like fucking automatic points right there, dude. Like, you know what the fuck, dude? You're cool, man. You got to be,
man. You're pretty fucking cool yourself. Dude, I didn't know. I mean, I've seen his documentary. Oh shit, what is it called? You're Gonna Miss Me? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the part with him like trying to fucking sleep with those like 20 TVs on and the radios and like everything was just fucking insane, dude. Like, you know, he got busted in the 60s for smoking a joint and he was facing a felony, like jail for a really long time or plead insanity. He pled insanity and then they fucking gave him a lobotomy.
God damn, no. That's fucked up, man.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That's why he's like fucked up. I don't know whether he was schizophrenic or like if he was psychotic. I forget. It's been a really long time since I watched that, but that shit's like fucked up, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like in Half Baked when you watch Half Baked.
Yeah, of
Dave
course.
Chappelle. Yeah, and he's like, man, 20 years for some weed. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. I'm a big avid pot smoker, so you know what I mean. It's my life.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh yeah, I hope you dabble too with something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes, man. I'm mostly a fucking beer drinker now, but yeah.
Oh, dude, I've been fucking sober from alcohol for over 5 years now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had a problem, man. You know what I mean? And just
that happens.
Just fucking miserable, dude. And like, you can't be fucking miserable like that anymore. Like at first, like. Honestly, at first, this sounds so, like, cliche, but I don't really care. But, like, it kind of added to everything that I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, it added to the fucked upness and, like, when you go to those shitty places mentally, you know? Like, you fucking I tend to fucking write. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, a beauty to be found down there. But, dude, you know, like, there's not. After a while, like, it's just dark, you know? So, like, you gotta fucking crawl your way back out. It's easy to get down into the hole, but, you know, when you fucking gotta climb your way back out, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, well, dude, there's no shame in that, man. You know, you gotta take care of yourself, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
Yeah, man, just trying to live, man. Just trying to be happy, and, like, I always thought that, like, oh, yeah, you have to be miserable, write this kind of music. And it's like, nah, dude, like, it actually feels good when you feel good. It feels better when you feel better. You know what I mean? So, like, and then you start doing weird shit, like singing Night of the Vampire by Rocky Erickson, and you didn't know you could sing, and now you're fucking doing it, and, like, that's the first time I ever recorded that singing, ever.
You knocked it out of the park, man. Fucking,
thank you.
You know, your vocals really remind me of that dude from Surathungal, man.
Surathungal?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never, I've never really checked them out. Like, I'm into Pentagram and shit for sure, but, like, I've never actually checked them out. Actually, we're supposed to play,
they're cool, man. You should check them out, dude. You'd like them.
You ever hear of the Maryland Doom Fest?
Yeah, of course. I'm friends with the guy that runs that shit, man.
Oh, what's his name? JB Madsen? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's
good
cool
dude.
As hell. Yeah, I just went down there this year in the summer with Dr. Smoke when they had the Doom Fest.
Hell yeah.
And I was doing merch with them. But we played circa 2022 because we were supposed to play 2020, and then obviously the whole entire world shut down. And so we definitely got booked on it again, but I remember that band was headlining one of the nights. Actually, they were one of the headliners of it. I'm pretty sure, maybe not, but I'm pretty sure that they've definitely played Maryland Doom Fest before. That place is so awesome down there, dude. Frederick, Maryland's a really nice town. If you guys ever get a chance to go down there just to, like, check out, like, a week, not a week, but like 3-4 days of shows. It's ridiculous, man. So many bands.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? So many good people.
I need to come back, man, because I lived there when I was a kid for a while.
In Maryland?
Yeah. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, I lived in Laurel, Maryland. And fucking, like, that's actually where I really cut my teeth on fucking a lot of the fucking metal that I'm into, because they had a fucking college station that was on FM. It was called something, The Underground.
Yeah.
And they used to play like all kinds of crazy, just wild shit, man. They didn't give a fuck, dude. And like, it was all the stuff that you would not hear on MTV, Headbangers Ball, or anything like that. It was like the really fucking, like King Diamond and fucking...
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Creator and Exodus and all that shit. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? I remember...
Hell yeah.
I remember hearing, they had Max Cavalera on there from Sepultura one time.
Hell yeah.
And he's talking, and I'm like, whoa, what's this accent? I didn't even know that they had... Like, it was weird, but like... Back way, but that's before the internet. Before we all know everything about everybody. Back then when everything was mysterious and you just see pictures in magazines, and then you hear them on the radio, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, dude, that is crazy shit. I was real into fucking fuck. I don't even know how I found metal. I think that the dumbest song ever was the first song that I ever heard, and I'm pretty sure you could like take a guess, like I'm fucking 2000 and something, 2001. It was Down with the Sickness, dude. First metal song I ever heard.
Really?
My brother, Disturbed.
See there, that just adds to the whole fucking argument there, because everybody fucking talks so much shit about stuff like that, but it's like, you know what? That opens the gates for new people to come in and fucking learn about other shit, because
Yeah, man, it really does. I mean, I'll fuck with some Disturbed every once in a while, like a couple songs. Like, I like that album, Believe. That was a good album.
I remember seeing them when they first played at Ozfest the first time, and on the small stage. And he came out on a fucking like stretcher thing, and they had him with the fucking
with the straight jacket.
Yeah, and he had the thing on his face like Silence of the Lambs and shit. They took him apart.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I was like,
well, what year was that by chance?
God, I don't fucking remember, man. It was somewhere in the 2000s, dude. It's all a blur now. I went to all of those back then, though, man.
What about 99? Did you go to 99 and see Slipknot?
Yeah, dude. Fucking almost all of them, dude.
Were they headlining by the time you saw them on that tour or no?
Slipknot?
Yeah.
I can't remember, man.
Because that's like that was the year. You know what I mean? That was like their year where they like broke out.
They were crazy though. They were crazy, man. I remember seeing them on stage. Like, there were so many people on stage. Dude, they're all just jumping and headbanging, and everybody had a drum, and they're all fucking going nuts. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this shit?
Set each other on fire and stuff like that.
Hell yeah!
They used to do the whole the dead thing with the crow. They'd get the crow in the jar and inhale the crow and then puke everywhere and then go on stage.
One of the bands that really that always stuck with me from all those fucking shows was American Head Charge, man. Remember those guys?
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember that song Spineless or Seamless.
Yeah.
Seamless, yeah.
They came out on the stage with a fucking shotgun and fucking came out with it and just fucking blew fucking... I don't know if it had bullets in it or was blanks or what, but it was fucking like loud and it looked real, and I'm like, holy shit. It's funny though, like you think about that now, man, that shit, that's not going to happen nowadays,
no.
But back then, last band, it was...
Yeah, the last band that I know that had like the guns on the stage was King 810, and they did Mayhem.
Yeah, Mayhem Fest was cool too, man.
I loved Ozfest, man. I love Ozzy. I'm just like, I miss it. That was like I saw Down, and it was the year that they played with Meshuggah and Hatebreed, and then System of a Down played, and shit.
Black Label Society.
I think Drowning Pool played too. That was a couple days before he died.
Yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor.
My girlfriend loves that song so much.
I know it's lame now, but like back then,
dude,
that shit was cool, dude.
Is good. That album Sinner is really good.
Yeah, those guys were cool, man. Dimebag loved those guys too, man.
Yeah, they were Texas.
Hell yeah.
They had that.
He had a tattoo. He got a tattoo of that guy on his leg too.
Fucking love Dimebag.
Pretty sure. Fuck yeah.
Love Dimebag. Yeah. Love Pantera.
I've got a tattoo of Dimebag on my fucking leg, dude.
Do you?
Yeah. I got that shit after he died, dude. The memorial little fucking silhouette thing that they made.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I went to Alarosa Villa once. Well, we played there once in Columbus because we're probably like 2.5 hours away from Columbus, right? And got like a tour of how it happened. And they had like bullet holes in the wall and shit like that still. Oh, they were like, yeah, we're never going to patch these up. But that place got shut down, and then they had that big rock, and then they like removed the rock. That's kind of fucked, but you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I was like 14 when that happened. I remember I cried. Most definitely. Yeah. Because I was real into Damage Plan back then, too. I was like, fuck it. I was into Super Joint. I was into all of it.
Did you ever get to see Pantera?
Oh, hell no, dude. I wish. I was like a year or two too late for my first Ozfest.
Dude. Yeah, it was... They were something to behold, man. They were wild, dude. Like... Yeah. But
I did get to see Iron Maiden on Ozfest, and I got to see, I'm pretty sure I got to see the original Black Sabbath lineup.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So that was fucking huge. That was huge. I just went to go see, you like Tribulation at all?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Dude, I just went to go see them with Opeth, and I didn't even watch Opeth after. I was like, that was it for me. That's like the first band that I've seen in such a long time where I was just like, holy shit, the whole entire time.
Well, I was going to ask you about influences, like what got you into this whole thing, but I mean, I don't know, you're kind of already answering all of it, I guess.
I mean, influences, man, like really, like when I was growing up.
Yeah, what was like the first fucking rock or metal thing that you heard when you were a little kid, like that really brought you in before anything?
Well, it was the Beatles, for sure.
The Beatles,
and then Black Sabbath. And then Black Sabbath was huge. And then actually I found Zeppelin before I found Sabbath. It was like my uncle Kurt was like showing me stuff. And like he'd make like bootleg CDs for me of like, he made me the whole Beatles discography of just like straight up bootleg CDs and stuff. Like all the covers printed and everything. And in jewel cases. And I listened to those like religiously. And then he introduced me to like Led Zeppelin. I got real into that. Like he showed me that song Trampled Under Hoof with that like super ass like groovy fucking riff. And I was like, man, where's this been? You know, like why haven't you showed me this yet? And then I eventually found Sabbath on my own and was like, all right, there we go. You know what I mean? And then I started learning how to play guitar. Like I was playing guitar before I even like really knew about Black Sabbath. So like it was like mainly the Beatles for me. And then when I got older, it was like, you know, when I got a little bit more into real metal, I was not saying Sabbath isn't real metal, but it was like Pantera, Slayer, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like I just went for the OGs real quick. And then eventually that led me to just a whirlwind of shit that I got into, and it's just like it's not a phase, Mom. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I know exactly what you mean, man. Yeah, dude. I myself, I'm old as fuck, dude. So like, I remember, you know, I got into music in the early '80s. My mom was always dancing around the house with Madonna, Michael Jackson, and Billy Idol, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But then I remember when Bon Jovi came on the radio, fucking 86 or something, I got obsessed with that. And then my babysitter had tickets to go to that show at that time in like 87, I think. I was like 8 years old, man. And she was like, I know your kid's into this. I hear him in his room blasting all the time. I got an extra ticket. Can I take him? My mom was like, sure, take him. Go ahead. And so I went, and that was like it right there, you know, as I was a fucking just insane, crazy about it. And then I went over to my cousin's house, older cousin, and he's like sick and tired of hearing me fucking running around singing these fucking 80s fucking songs like that. And he's like, dude, come here. And he grabs a record, and it's Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, and he puts it down on the fucking turntable, puts the headphones on me, and he's like, dude, listen to this. And he just puts it on.
And then the first thing that happens is
like, whoa. Yeah. That little intro, I'm sitting there looking at the fucking album cover, reading the thing in, looking at the art, and listening to that. And it was just, that took me into the world, man. Like, that was it, man. After that, I was like, oh, fuck, I need to find the next thing, you know, and then, of course...
Dude, Iron Maiden is so fucking badass. I got into Iron Maiden when I was young, too. One of the big bands that kind of got me into heavier shit was probably Cannibal Corpse Gore Obsessed. I don't know how I ended up with that album, but one of my brother's friends just handed that to me. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I remember somebody saying, hey, if you keep fucking with him, he's going to kill you listening to this kind of music. But that was funny. When I was little, I was probably like 11, you know what I mean? Like 10 or 11.
Oh, yeah.
And then I found the Black Dahlia murder when Unhallowed came out. And then that was like one of the first times where I heard like a metalcore riff, and I was you know what I mean, like it was over after that, man. Then I saw him on Ozfest, and like just became friends with Trevor, and when I was young, so like that kind of like set a standard for me, how he like kind of was like, hell yeah, dude, like thank you, you know what I mean? Like my friend did art for them. He made that Kill hoodie that they used to have back in the day, if you remember that. I don't know if you're into them or not.
That's cool.
But yeah, and he made that, and they got us backstage passes for Ozfest, and we got to go on their bus. And I remember Trevor, like I was 14, and I was buying merch from them out of the back of their trailer. And I remember Trevor handed me this red cup that was just filled with orange juice, and it was just straight vodka. And I was like, he was like, have this, man. And he was all fucked up. And I was like, dude, I'm 14. And he was like, oh, it's a good time to start now.
If he was still alive today, he'd get canceled for that shit, man.
Oh, yeah, dude. He was great. He was great. But he was cool as fuck, man. And throughout my whole entire, like, history of just, like, being in bands and, like, listening to music and going to see them, he always remembered me. Always remembered me. Like, I remember one time I was like 16 at a concert in Pittsburgh, and it was like them, Despised Icon, Cephalic Carnage, Hatebreed, and I don't know if it was Exodus or somebody, but it was somebody like that. I don't really remember too well, but I remember he saw me in the crowd and dedicated a song to me, and I was like, holy shit. So like, I don't know. He's always been cool. And then I used to be in a band with my friend Alan Cassidy, who is now the drummer in that band, in the Black Dahlia Murder. So me and him have been really good friends before he was even in that band. He was in a band called The Breathing Process when I met him. Man, and they're out of Pittsburgh. So, yeah, man.
That's a cool story.
Yeah, a lot of shit. And, you know, it makes me feel good that there were people like that for me when I was young, because that's probably what I needed. I needed somebody like that, because there was nobody that liked anything that I liked besides like my two other friends around me. You know what I mean? Like in rural Ohio, I guess. Like, but yeah, it just kind of taught me like, hey man, you should really like treat people with respect, and when people like shit that you do, like, you know what I mean? Like, be their friend. Talk to them, you know what I mean? Like, so I do that shit a lot to people. Like, I'm real receptive to people that like us, and just people that want to talk to me. I'm fine with people messaging me and like just chatting. I love talking to new people. Always talking to new people at shows and stuff like that. Just always trying to network, even when I'm not trying to. I am, you know what I mean? Like, so
that's cool, man. And you know what, you were mentioning Cannibal Corpse. It was making me think, you know, the first time I heard those guys was actually in the theater at the Ace Ventura movie. That little part that they had in there, man, that was the first time I heard them.
What'd they play, Hammer Smash Face?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck? There was people in the theater headbanging and shit, man. I was like, holy shit, man. Immediately, you know, after that, I was like, I gotta go buy this shit. And what did I go buy? The Bleeding.
The Bleeding is a good one.
Which didn't have that song on it. I thought it had it on it, but it didn't.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But they had a song on there that had a part in it that sounded sort of like that, and I was like, what the fuck, is this it? And it's funny.
No, it's not it, but it's close enough.
It's not it, but it's close enough. But it's funny. I was interviewing Paul from Cannibal Corpse a while back on the show, and I was telling him about that, and I was like, you know, I noticed that there was a similarity in one of your songs on this record to that one. You know, is there any correlation in that? And he's like, no, I don't know. But it was funny, man. Like, yeah, that fucking, but that record was fucking insane, man. I remember just sitting there reading the lyrics and listening to that and just being like, these guys are fucking crazy, man. See, like, but they're cool, but they're just regular people, man, you know, but like, now I know that, but as a kid, you know, it's like, what the fuck?
The Corpse Grinder curse. There's a thing called the Corpse Grinder curse. And, yes, he just kind of, if you're up drinking with him, you're going to be up all night. You're going to be hungover as fuck the next day. You're not going to get any sleep. And you're definitely going to be having to perform, like, still kind of fucked up type deal. But, like, I guess it fucks with him, too. Like, it gives him real bad anxiety or something like that. So it's not, like, an all-the-time thing. You know what I mean? It's like every once in a while, like, he'll just get fucking wrecked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, Corpse Grinder's badass, too, man.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. I love him. Like, he's, like, I'm not, I love Cannibal Corpse. Don't really listen to, like, too much death metal, to be honest with you. But, I mean, anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm well-versed, you know. But, yeah, dude, I just like his like, personality. I just like that he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a cool dude. Seems really nice.
He is cool. He is cool, man. Chris Barnes.
Very intimidating, man.
Chris Barnes is cool too, man. I've had him on the show before as well, man. And he's really cool too. I know a lot of people are like, they'll say all kind of stuff online, but like when I was talking to him on the show, he was really cool, man.
Peanut gallery, man. You know what I mean? Peanut gallery.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, for people out there that want to know, where's the best place for them to go to purchase your music, get some merch, and support you, man? Bandcamp,
we have,
right?
Yeah, Bandcamp for now. We have a big cartel in the works. So definitely when the big cartel thing happens, I'm going to be switching over to that. But for now, definitely our Bandcamp. It is in our link bio or whatever that thing's called on our Instagram. It's on Facebook as well. But yeah, mostly just Instagram and Facebook is where we're located. I have a TikTok, I have a YouTube channel as well where I make ridiculous videos along with, you know, music videos for us, lyric videos, and whatever else we're doing, you know what I mean? So definitely check that out. If you're into funny-esque black metal, kind of like comedy, if you will. Kind of out there, but it is what it is. I like to smoke weed and do weird shit. But yeah, definitely Bandcamp, definitely Instagram, definitely Facebook. We just put out a new t-shirt. We have a new record called In Dust and Ash coming out on January 8th. We have another new single called Spaces that's coming out on January 2nd. And we're going to be continuing to release music after that, planning on another video after the album comes out as well. So just keep locked in with us and just watch us as we grow. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, dude. Well,
yeah.
As far as live performances, do you have any plans of doing anything like that?
Yes, sir. We have very limited shows, but mostly in our type area. So we are definitely for sure playing Youngstown, Ohio in June, I think on June 14th. Hopefully I'm saying this right. These are not announced yet. We are playing a local show around Wheeling, West Virginia on April 19th. I'm working on Columbus, Ohio right now. I just solidified Cleveland for October 11th. Gonna get some bands on that from up there. Some of our friends. Hopefully get to see Jesse from Burial Oath. Definitely check them out. Those are my good dudes. I've been playing with them since they started being in the band around the same time we did.
Yeah. Jesse was on the show last week, man. Fucking awesome dude,
Jesse's
man. Love that guy.
Jesse's a good guy. I just went to go see them and Offstingen in Pittsburgh, and they were both really good. Definitely into that. I think the favorite song on that album is Kingdom of Fire, to be honest with you. Very last song, I think it is. New Burial, if that is.
Yeah,
yeah, that's about all we got coming up, man. Just a couple other shows. I think we might be playing Akron, which is kind of near Cleveland a little bit. So for next year, we're just going to be kind of sticking around to where we are and then progressing further in 2026, hopefully, is the plan.
Well, for festivals and shows and people like that are putting stuff like that together, who's the best place? Where's the best place for them to go to contact you about booking a show? Just go directly to you, or?
Yes, go directly to me. Message us on either Facebook, message us on Instagram. You can message my personal page. My email is on all of those. Anything works with me. Just shoot me a message either way.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm about out of questions for you. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
Oh, I just want to thank you, man. I want to thank you. Thank for everybody listening, and I really appreciate this. It means a lot. Don't really kind of been living in the shadows for the past 10 years with this band. Don't really do many interviews, so I'm breaking out of that. Starting to come forward about a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, dude. I really, really appreciate it. And
anything for you, man. You're a good guy. Got good knowledge of music. Got a good show. You know what you're doing. You got a good company.
Thank you, brother. Hey, before I let you go, can I get you to make us a station tag right quick?
What? Metal Devastation?
Yeah.
No.
Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Plaguewielder, and you're listening to Metal Devastation motherfucking radio."
All right, I got you. Yo, motherfuckers, this is Plaguewielder, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio. Get the fuck with it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Love it, man.
Hell yeah.
Perfect, dude. Perfect. All right, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more Plaguewielder for these motherfuckers so they can go absolutely fucking nuclear, all right?
Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later, brother.
Talk to you later. Have a good night.
Cheers. You too.
Later.
There you have it, folks. Plaguewielder live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, put your speakers in your windows, put them in your front lawns, put them in your neighbor's driveway. Do whatever you gotta do, man. If you don't see U-Haul trucks everywhere tomorrow, what the fuck are you even doing, man? Crank this shit up loud as a fuck. Here's Plaguewielder doing a cover of Misfits' London Dungeon.